Welcome to the Neuro Wellness Channel, your trusted source for science-backed tips to protect your heart and overall well-being. In today's video, we're sharing an important health warning, especially for older adults. Every daily habit, from what you eat to how you sleep or move, has a direct impact on your heart. And yet, there's one silent habit that's slowly damaging the hearts of millions of seniors, without them even knowing it. As a cardiologist has seen time and again, it's not just poor diet or lack of exercise, it's often the small, repeated things we overlook that put our heart at risk. So today, we'll uncover the 5 most dangerous habits that quietly harm your heart as you age, and more importantly, how to break free from them before it's too late. Stay with us. Your heart health matters now more than ever. Part 1. Ignoring high blood pressure or skipping medications. One of the deadliest mistakes older adults make, and sadly, one of the most common, is ignoring high blood pressure or skipping their prescribed medications. High blood pressure, also known as the silent killer, shows no symptoms for years. You can feel completely fine while your heart, brain, and kidneys are quietly being damaged every single day. Many people think, I feel okay, so I must be okay. But by the time symptoms appear, it's often too late. The damage is done. As a cardiologist, I've seen patients walk into my clinic feeling healthy, only to discover their blood pressure is dangerously high. Some have already experienced strokes. Others are on the verge of heart failure, all because they stopped taking their medication or never took it seriously in the first place. It might be one missed pill, or maybe you ran out and thought it could wait, but just a few skipped doses can trigger dangerous spikes in blood pressure. This can strain your heart, cause blood vessels to burst, or increase the risk of clotting, leading to a stroke or heart attack. Some patients stop taking their medicine because they do not like the side effects. Others forget. Some simply do not want to rely on pills. But here's the truth. Your blood pressure medication isn't optional, it's a lifeline. It keeps your heart from overworking and your arteries from stiffening. If you experience any side effects, do not stop the medication. Speak with your doctor. There are always alternatives, adjustments, or combinations that can work better for you. So what can you do today to protect your heart? Start by checking your blood pressure regularly at home. Keep a small notebook or use a mobile app to track your numbers. This helps you and your doctor spot patterns early. Second, take your medications at the same time every day. Set an alarm, use a pill organizer, or pair the habit with something you do daily, like brushing your teeth or making tea. Also, keep your prescriptions filled ahead of time. Do not wait until you're out. Ask someone to help if needed. Managing medication is not a weakness. It's wisdom. High blood pressure doesn't need to lead to a crisis. With simple, consistent actions, you can prevent the worst outcomes and keep your heart strong. Remember this. One tiny pill each day might be the very thing that keeps you alive and well for years to come. Your heart has been working for you without fail. Now it's your turn to return the favor. Part 2. Physical inactivity, not walking daily. You might be surprised to learn that one of the simplest ways to protect your heart is to simply move your body, every single day. Yet, one of the most common and dangerous habits I see in older adults is physical inactivity. Especially skipping daily walks. Many people over 60 spend long hours sitting, watching television, reading, or resting in bed. While rest is important, too much sitting weakens the heart. Our bodies were designed to move. When you stop moving, blood flow slows down, fat builds up in your arteries, and your muscles, including your heart, begin to lose strength. Some people think, I'm too old to exercise, or, my joints hurt, I can't go to the gym. But this is not about running marathons or lifting weights. It's about walking, simple, steady, daily walking at your own pace. Just 30 minutes a day, even broken into 2 15-minute walks, can dramatically lower your risk of heart attack, stroke, diabetes, and even depression. Here is what happens when you walk daily. Your blood circulates more efficiently, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell. Your blood pressure lowers, your cholesterol improves, and your stress levels drop. Walking also helps manage weight, blood sugar, and joint stiffness, making it one of the most complete and accessible forms of exercise. Even more, walking stimulates brain function, improves sleep, and lifts your mood. It's not just good for your heart, it's good for your mind and your quality of life. You do not need fancy equipment or a gym membership. All you need is a comfortable pair of shoes and a safe path. Even walking inside your home or around the block is enough to make a difference. If you are just starting, begin with 5 to 10 minutes a day and increase gradually. Walk with a friend, join a local walking group, or listen to music or an audiobook. Make it enjoyable. The key is consistency, not speed or distance. And remember, never wait for chest pain or a health scare to start moving. Prevention doesn't begin in the hospital. It begins with small choices each day. Your heart is a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it, and weaker the longer you ignore it. So today, do something simple yet powerful. Take a walk. Every step you take is a gift to your heart, a promise of strength, and a step toward a healthier, longer life. Part 3. Eating too much salt. Salt may seem harmless, just a little sprinkle here, a pinch there, but for your heart, too much salt is like slow poison. And unfortunately, it's one of the most overlooked dangers in daily diets, especially among older adults. Most people think cutting back on salt means using less at the dinner table. But here's the real danger. Most of the salt you consume doesn't come from your salt shaker. It comes hidden in processed foods like canned soups, frozen meals, sauces, deli meats, pickles, chips, and even bread. What does salt do to your body? It makes you retain water. This increases the volume of blood in your arteries, which raises blood pressure. Over time, this constant pressure damages your artery walls, strains your heart, and leads to serious conditions like heart failure, kidney disease, and strokes. As a cardiologist, I've treated patients who had heart attacks not because they ate fast food every day, but because they consumed salty snacks without realizing the risk. Many felt fine until something went terribly wrong. So how much salt is too much? For most adults, especially those over 60, you should aim for less than 1.500 milligrams of sodium per day. That's less than 1 teaspoon. It's a small amount, but going over it is easy if you're not careful. What can you do? First, start reading nutrition labels. You'll be shocked to see how much sodium is hiding in healthy foods. Look for low sodium or no salt added options. Choose fresh ingredients whenever possible and cook at home. Use herbs, garlic, lemon, or vinegar to add flavor instead of salt. Second, make small swaps. For example, switch from salted to unsalted nuts. Avoid canned or instant noodles. And cut back on salty sauces like soy sauce or ketchup. If you eat out, ask for your dish to be prepared with less salt. Most restaurants will accommodate. The good news? Your taste buds can adapt. After just 2 to 3 weeks of eating less salt, your palate resets, and you'll start to enjoy the natural flavors of food more. And best of all, your heart will feel the difference: lower blood pressure, less swelling, and less strain overall. It is not about eliminating flavor from your life, it's about eliminating unnecessary harm. Salt may be small, but its impact is mighty. Cutting back today can save your heart tomorrow. Take control of what goes on your plate, and your heart will quietly thank you every single day. Part 4. Chronic stress and bottled up emotions. You may think that stress is just a part of life, something you've learned to live with. But chronic stress and suppressed emotions are silent threats to your heart. Especially as you get older. Many people assume that diet and exercise are the only things that affect heart health. But as a cardiologist, I can tell you, emotional well-being is just as important as physical health. In fact, I've seen patients with perfect cholesterol and strong bodies suffer heart attacks simply because they lived under constant emotional pressure. When you hold in stress, anger, grief, or worry, your body responds. Even if your face looks calm, your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which raise your heart rate, tighten your blood vessels, and elevate your blood pressure. Over time, this creates a toxic environment inside your body, leading to inflammation, arterial damage, and heart strain. The danger lies in how invisible it all seems. You may not feel the impact right away. There's no warning light for emotional pain. But inside, your heart is working overtime, and it cannot sustain that pressure forever. Many older adults, especially those who have cared for others their whole lives, say things like, I don't want to burden anyone. I've lived with stress before, I can handle it. But after 60, your heart is more sensitive to stress. Carrying it silently is not strength, it's a risk. So what can you do? First, acknowledge your emotions. Talk to someone, a friend, family member, therapist, or support group. You don't need to fix everything overnight, but letting it out helps your heart let go of the pressure. Second, practice stress relieving techniques daily. Even 10 minutes of deep breathing, meditation, prayer, or gentle stretching can lower stress hormone levels and bring peace to your body. Third, express your feelings creatively. Write in a journal, listen to calming music, spend time in nature, or engage in hobbies that bring you joy. Small moments of emotional release are powerful medicine. And finally, recognize that emotional health is part of heart health. Just like you watch what you eat, you must care for what you carry inside. Your heart is not just a muscle, it's where your deepest feelings live. When you suppress pain, your heart suffers. When you release it, your heart heals. The path to a stronger heart may begin not with a treadmill, but with a conversation, a breath, or a quiet moment of peace. Let your heart rest, not just physically, but emotionally too. Part 5. Sleep apnea and loud snoring. Snoring is often laughed off, a harmless annoyance, a joke between couples. But what if I told you that loud snoring could be the sound of your heart struggling to survive? For millions of adults, especially over the age of 60, snoring is more than just noise, it's a potential sign of sleep apnea. A dangerous condition where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during the night. When this happens, your brain and body are repeatedly deprived of oxygen. Your heart has to work harder to pump blood. Your blood pressure spikes, and your rest becomes fragmented. Over time, this silent struggle leads to an increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, strokes, and even sudden cardiac death during sleep. What makes it worse is that most people don't even know they have sleep apnea. They may wake up tired, suffer from frequent headaches, have trouble focusing, or feel moody throughout the day, but they never connect it to their sleep. Often, it's a partner who first notices loud snoring, gasping for air, or pauses in breathing. As a cardiologist, I always ask my patients about their sleep. It might seem unrelated, but I've seen firsthand how untreated sleep apnea silently damages the heart, night after night. So, what should you do if someone tells you that you snore loudly or stop breathing in your sleep? Do not ignore it. Talk to your doctor about a sleep evaluation. A simple overnight sleep study, done at home or in a clinic, can diagnose the condition. If you're diagnosed with sleep apnea, there are effective treatments available. The most common is a CPAP machine, which gently delivers air through a mask to keep your airway open while you sleep. There are also mouthpieces for milder cases and lifestyle changes that can help, such as losing weight, avoiding alcohol before bed, and sleeping on your side. Even small improvements in sleep quality can lead to big improvements in heart health. Your body heals during sleep. It lowers your heart rate, regulates blood pressure, and repairs your blood vessels. But with untreated sleep apnea, this healing process is interrupted, night after night. Here's the truth. Snoring is not just a sound. It's a warning. It could be your heart asking for help. Do not wait for a heart attack to take your sleep seriously. Protect your heart by protecting your rest. Get tested, get treated, sleep deeply, and let your heart finally rest. Your heart has been working for you every moment of your life, quietly, faithfully, without asking for much in return. But as we grow older, it needs more care, more attention, and more understanding. The 5 habits we shared today may seem small, but over time, they shape your heart's future. The good news is, it is never too late to change. Every healthy choice, walking, lowering salt, managing stress, sleeping better, and taking your medications, adds strength to your heart and years to your life. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. You never know whose life you might help protect. Stay strong, stay informed, and remember, your heart deserves the best care you can give it. Thank you for watching Neuro Wellness Channel. We'll see you in the next video.